tore open, and the worthy were claimed. We were left behind. In our desperation, we called to you, warrior.
Armatus just showed up at the Xbox Partner Preview, looking like it wants everyone's attention, and I gotta be honest, it earned it. It's a third-person roguelite shooter where you play a supernatural warrior, mixing modern guns with flashy celestial powers. Basically Doom meets Diablo, but cleaner and way more stylish. The reveal shows you tearing through demon mobs in a wrecked Paris, swapping between guns, magic, and melee like it's second nature. Every run reshuffles your build, so expect that one more try addiction to hit hard. It's set for 2026 and launching day one on Game Pass, plus PS5, Switch 2, and Steam.
But you returned again and again. Really? And why have you come? Is this our salvation? Or is this the end?
Hey! Look! We can follow the light! I hope this will be our last journey and bring us richness and freedom! But what's the value of human freedom if it's to face hell?
Up at number 2, Nakon and Ace Team are bringing a fresh dose of co-op horror with the Mound, Omen of Cthulhu, launching in 2026 on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Up to 4 players will team up as explorers in search of treasure, but they'll have to navigate a cursed jungle filled with monstrous reality-bending creatures. The game is inspired by Lovecraft's tales, blurring the line between reality and hallucination, making trust and teamwork crucial for survival. If you were a fan of the old Left 4 Deads, Mound might become your next obsession when it lands mid-2026. Here's a new trailer.
What the hell? Why did you shoot? Why did you shoot him? Give me Lord's name. There's another one.
Yeah, I got this. I'm coming. I need help.
Where are you?
Coming.
It's here.
Whoa, what is this thing?
Oh, no.
It scared me.
I'm sure they're about to attack.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God, what's this?
What the hell? Yeah, crazy.
I'm coming to help.
I need backup too.
Guys, I'm lost. Where are you? Oh, not again. You can't hear it.
Why did you do that?
Sorry.
Covered a formula for a cure, but she's keeping it safe in her tower.
Hey, you got some hosen?
Marketland seems a bit tense today. I heard something happened with another Tidewalker.
Tides of Tomorrow is like the old Waterworld movie got a brain and a multiplayer option. You're deep diving through a plastified ocean apocalypse, scavenging, chatting up weirdos, and cleaning up the mess left by other players. Meaning your buddy might have poisoned the locals or jacked the last loot box, and now you gotta deal with it. Every choice from someone else echoes into your story, and the game makes sure you feel it. Follow your friends or randoms, reshake the vibe, or just make some waves of your own. It's chaotic, connected, and kinda genius. From the devs behind Road 96, this drops February 24th, and honestly, could be the most underrated sleeper of 2025.
Marauders! This is our new recruit! Please, help me. Get down!
Tidewalkers. Will you help us?
Raji is stepping back into the spotlight, And this sequel isn't just doing more of the same, it's flipping the whole formula on its head. Raji, Kaliyuga switches from the first game's isometric view to a full third-person action adventure, instantly giving the series a bigger, more cinematic feel. The story picks up after the first game's cliffhanger, throwing Raji and her brother Darsh into a war-torn set of realms where divine balance is falling apart. Darsh is now playable too, and he's packing gravity, elemental, and energy-bending abilities that look wild in early footage. Expected around late 2026 or early 2027, launching on PC, PS5, Xbox Series, Switch 2, and Day 1 on Game Pass.
Uchi Kitoma.
Coming in at number 5, it's Fatekeeper, a first-person action RPG from ex-Spellforce 3 devs, and it's already looking like something special. The game is set across battlegrounds, ruins, and forests, and you're not just swinging a sword, you're mastering brutal melee, tactical spellcasting, and making real choices that twist the story. The combat hits hard, the world's fully handcrafted, and the build variety looks deep enough to get lost in for hours. Not your average dungeon crawl, it's deliberate and legitimately dark. Early access hits PC this winter, and it's absolutely worth keeping on your radar.
Tuka Koranchi, Faluma Kokre Oritoma. Takarun Kal Dokushi, Washikotan.
Sometimes I wonder if it's not me that's possessed, or just the mind. Can't tell what's real anymore.
This one instantly hits different. The Vernyhorn is shaping up to be a dark, slow-burn Slavic RPG that feels more like stepping into an old folktale than playing a typical open world. Instead of giving you a giant empty map, the devs are building every village, forest, and cave with purpose. All based on real scans from Poland and layered with reenactor knowledge, handcrafted props, and motion-captured Hema fighters. Early gameplay shows tight, unforgiving melee combat, heavy atmosphere, and a story about a man dragging his past behind him through a land ruled by faith and fear. No release window yet, but it's absolutely one of those keep your eye on this projects.
Reveals the man. didn't have to wait long.
Who the fuck are you anyway?
What the fuck are you waiting for?
Another whiner? What, too loud for you?
I've seen wolves leave the meat untouched.
Ray ventured into OG's territory alone. You sure you thought this through?
Thinking is your job. Doing is mine.
ZOOPUNK was one of the wild standouts in the Xbox showcase, and T-Games has already had to jump in and clarify something. Yes, the game is made by actual humans, not AI. The studio says its artists built the world the old-fashioned way. AI is only there to help players create optional stuff like skins and color schemes later on. The game itself is a full 3D evolution of the world from Fist, bringing Rayton the Rabak, now tearing through a post-apocalyptic sci-fi world on a motorbike with energy blades. It's stylish, fast, and clearly early in development, but T-Games wants to grow it alongside the community. No release date yet, but definitely one to watch.
It's mine now. Finish him. Give it back!
Walked right in himself, huh?
It's all yours now, boss.
Good work. Now with this, even the Machine Legion doesn't stand a chance against me.
What?
Huh?
I'm the Papa!
Right on time! Miss me?
Sliding in at number 8, we've got Valor Mortis, a Souls-like fresh historian twist. You play William, a soldier resurrected from his battlefield grave, now packing powers from a substance. This alt-history 19th century Europe is cold, snowy, and full of undeads just begging to get sliced. The combat's a mix of guns, swords, and special abilities called transmutations, making everything stylish. The environments are hauntingly detailed, and the atmosphere is just drenched with dread. Valor Mortis is shaping up to be intense, bloody, and completely unmissable. This one definitely stands out.
This is our 5th day here on Earth investigating the humans. We still don't know much about them. They like these little metal cylinders and desire other strangely shaped items.
Roadside Research is shaping up to be one of 2026's weirdest co-op sims. In the best way, you and up to 3 friends run a gas station while secretly being aliens collecting intel for an invasion. The early access launch is set for Q1 2026, and the new trailer shows off everything. Yet, on the surface, it's all mundane human tasks, refueling cars, stocking shelves. But behind the scenes, you're upgrading a hidden alien lab and choosing whether to maximize human profit or boost alien research. With crossplay on Xbox, this is one upcoming sim that already has huge momentum, even before release.
When I was called in to contain the breach, I didn't think much of it. It's just another day, right? Wrong.
Echo Generation 2 was just announced a few days back, and it seems to bring Coco Cumber's sci-fi back with a bigger, stranger twist. This time you play as Jack, an ordinary dead stranded in a whole new dimension beyond Mapletown. The sequel shifts the familiar turn-based combat into a dynamic deck builder, letting you mix over 100 cards to build combos, summon allies, and fight off quirky extraterrestrial threats. The team is sticking to their colorful voxel style while leaning even harder into 80s and 90s sci-fi vibes. We haven't played it yet, but the first trailer makes it clear they're expanding everything fans liked about the original when it hits Xbox and PC in 2026.
The question isn't, what can I do to survive? But what can I do to find my way home?
Our focus, our true objective, is to save this world, our current world.
Code Vein 2 is coming back, and if the first one was anime vamp fashion with Souls-like combat, this one looks like it ate a sci-fi time machine and gained 10 new supernatural powers. You're a revenant who literally gets your heart swapped mid-mission, hopping timelines to fight horrors, explore past worlds, and mess with spine-stored tech called jails. Flashy combos, 4-May powers, dual swords, and rune blades promise chaos, while your AI partners, now sealed in heart cores, can either fight or power you up. Speculation says it'll be stylish, confusing, and probably make you question why vampires need motorcycles.
Today, you'll pay your dues!
Says you daydreaming again? I am. See, so we just need to shoot a few more unlucky bastards and done. Us two merry mercs can finally have some shore leave.
At number 12, we're giving you Mass Effect's cousin, minus the flirting. Owlcat's taking the Expanse universe and making it playable. Third-person RPG, political factions, zero-G combat, and choices that actually matter. You even get a twin companion who will tag along or stab you in the back depending on your calls. The gunfights look gritty, the stations feel alive, and the world building is pure Expanse, grounded, brutal, and gorgeous. If you've been starving for a real story-driven space RPG that isn't just infantry management in a vacuum, this might be your next obsession.
The belt, with a bar guide the size of the UNN's death jockey manual. You told me you were tired of bars just yesterday. I said I'm tired of drinking with Luciana. She remembers too much and me too little. Forget series then. My suggestion? Eros.
You never should have come back.
I got a message from Mira.
Liminal Point is a new indie game, inspired by Silent Hill, Resident Evil, and Signalis, and frankly, a lot in the same vein as the Alien shooters which I love the most. It's a survival horror game, obviously, in which players will assume the role of female protagonist, who has decided to come back to the island where her band's story ended in tragedy. There's a lot of survival elements in the game, such as limited resources, a minimap, the isometric view, and a lot of atmospheric tension. Check it out! It's coming out sometime next year.
And so do I. I'll be waiting. So come and find me. Mira.
Brass Rain is Yarnhub finally doing the one thing their 35 million views a month audience has been yelling at them to do: make a game. And now we're getting a World War II shooter MMO built by industry veterans and backed by fans who literally crowdfunded almost $3 million to make it happen. The early access version hits Steam in 2026, starting with grounded infantry combat and slowly expanding into tanks, bombers, and naval crews, all in one giant war. The cool twist is how every major update gets its own cinematic short film first. So you basically get lore delivered to you before you even log in. Looks ambitious, but definitely one to watch. Glasshouse is one of those games you boot up thinking, I'll try it for 10 minutes, and suddenly it's 2 a.m. and you're emotionally invested in a hallway. It's a compact CRPG built for people who love deep role-playing but don't have time for the 120-hour epics anymore. You explore a single condo block under lockdown, 3 dead bodies on the floor, and a neighborhood full of people who all swear they're innocent. The vibes are feudal punk meets apartment drama, with turn-based combat, political builds, and super tight storytelling. It's all made by a tiny team with no budget, yet it looks way better than it has any right to.
Be more than what I've been wheeled, and you know it. I will not be guilty of my hunger.
And last but not least is Among the Trolls, a first-person survival game that takes you deep into Finland's wilderness. You play as Anna, who travels from the US to visit her grandfather in a remote cabin. However, upon arrival, you find the cabin abandoned and your grandfather missing, leading you into a world rich with Nordic mythology and ancient secrets. If you're a fan of dark adventure games, this title is one to watch, as devs have transitioned from Unity to Unreal Engine to enhance the game's visual fidelity and performance even more.